What's going on, everyone? I'm your host, Tyler Crex. I'm joined by...
What's up, everybody? It's Kohga Nightbane here to remind Crux that Ezio can't kick.
Yeah, okay, so in between episodes, like before we started, so on my other file of um, Assassin's Creed 2, I beat it. Like, as of recording this, I beat it like 2 weekends ago. And I basically played nothing but Brotherhood after that. And that took me like a full week to beat on just like my own personal playthrough, no recordings yet. Um,
That comes later.
that comes later, and in the in that game, whenever you're fighting, you can kick the enemy to kind of help break their guard.
Uh-huh.
And I was
Can't
just
do that
fighting,
here.
yeah, and I was just fighting some enemies, and I was just aggressively pressing B. Where in this game it's strafe, but in the other games it's kick. I was like, why am I not kicking? But I can say with certainty, I did beat all of Brotherhood also. And because how I
Yeah.
am with the Assassin's Creed games, I immediately jumped into Revelations.
He is an Assassin's Creed fanatic.
Yeah, but I'm not like as big at like as much of a fanatic as like most people whose entire channels are dedicated to Assassin's Creed as content.
He just likes playing them.
Yeah, but it's gonna suck, man. Like, I don't think like I honestly think Shadows will not do good at all.
It probably won't, if I'm being completely honest, given everything I've heard.
Yeah, it's, right now there's a company that's looking at buying out Ubisoft, which
That
if
would be interesting.
because I think like the thing that they need is going to be uh yeah, let's buy you guys. Um or those guys away. Because I think like the issue that Ubisoft has right now, and I'm okay with diversity. I'm a preface this saying, I am okay with diversity. I think diversity in games is good to a certain extent.
Yeah,
Um,
you have to keep the world you are creating in mind, though. That
yeah,
is an unfortunate truth.
that's why it's like whenever I see people like, oh, I'm going to make a medieval fantasy, um, and I'm going to have like insert a black character in this medieval fantasy, and like they specifically say that it's like they're doing like historical fantasy.
Yeah, you can do that. You just can't do. You just have to acknowledge. You just have to not claim that you're being historically accurate.
Yeah,
Because, like it or not, that's just not how it was.
yeah, because like because it's the thing where it's like I like the idea of having Yasuke in Assassin's Creed Shadows. I don't like the idea of having him being the playable character just because I think you can always have
It would be the
historical.
same kind of weird as if we were playing as Leonardo in this game.
Yeah, where it's like I feel like the historical characters should be side characters that you can
Yeah,
interact with.
like they can be relevant to the plot, but
I feel like you're doing a bit too much if you are making it so they are the character you play as.
yeah.
Because
So that detail is either going to just be an out of the ballpark success or a colossal failure.
I'm gonna say this, whenever they showed Yasuke, like whenever he like his
Just pay the
flying.
bard.
One sec, let me then let's grab you. Let's throw you. Go back to you. So with like ooh, that was close. Because whenever they were showing, like they first showed Yasuke's fighting, like did like his gameplay preview with how he is in combat.
Yeah.
I was like, one
Okay, but why though?
the combat didn't look that good in my opinion. Like
Hmm.
it just looked too generic for me, even for like an RPG style Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah.
And even though the song they used was a banger, I thought it was kind of inappropriate because Yasuke is African. He's not like Black American, African American. He purely African. And they did like this really cool combination of like hip hop with traditional Japanese music, which
Yeah, I see
sounded
what you're saying.
which sounded amazing. But the issue was they went for like historically American pop,
Yeah,
which that was
that's
like,
rough there.
yeah, I'm like, I feel like that's like kind of virtue signaling where it's like you're not really being respectful for actual African heritage or culture, which is what Yasuke was. Yasuke was brought to Japan as a slave. His quote unquote master, and I'm not saying master in like master slave relation, I'm saying master as in Yasuke became a retainer to um, uh, this emperor or guy named Oda.
Hmm.
So Yasuke became a retainer, and people are trying to say that if you're a retainer, you're a samurai, but that's not always true. It's like the entire thing with squares and rectangles. All squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares. Just because um, someone's a retainer doesn't necessarily make them a samurai.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of the discussion with is Yasuke a samurai or not kind of boils down to. It was historically do we would we know, and a lot of stuff has come out like saying like, well, technically Yasuke could never be considered a samurai, one because he wasn't Japanese, and two, he wasn't properly part of the Oda clan.
Yeah. Yeah, that is how it worked.
Because in a lot of text documents and writings for Yasuke, which I think it was like historically, it was mainly like one page. But in that one page, and with what we know about how Imperial Japan was with samurais and retainers, it was usually you would become a samurai if you were part of a like some kind of noble family.
Sure, sure.
And Yasuke wasn't parts of the noble family. He was brought in, and I want to try to get this right. The Oda said like, you are interesting because your skin is as dark as chocolate. Which,
I mean, I've heard weirder things be told from a character that is implied to be Oda Nobunaga. Case in point, I've played the Samurai Warriors games, which, if you want to see weird retellings of Japanese history, there's your in.
thank God.
Dangerous for you, involving yourself so intimately with the minutiae of our plans. I feel the need.
So the Spaniard is Rodrigo Borgia,
The Patsy
Uh huh.
disappointed us.
who historically becomes Pope.
Do not worry this time. The Patsy were a bunch of foolish.
The Patsis were a potent and venerable family, reduced to rubble.
So like this is an actual historical character.
Underestimate this troublesome foe, who now
I mean, all these guys are historical characters.
Oh yeah, sure.
will befall the Barbarico. I want
I think what works well with like kind of making them Templars is just the fact that
must return
a
to
lot of their writings kind of show that
They weren't the greatest of people, morally speaking.
Yeah. But there was one thing in Valhalla that I saw where they
Kept my eyes on them. I need to go and
I think
see
they
Antonio.
like in Valhalla they
Myself, I
introduced
can
King
measure
Richard.
Ooh,
And they
interesting.
made King Richard create like the modern day Templars.
Hmm.
Or like not modern day Templars, but the Templars that we see from AC1 onwards, where
Okay.
but the issue that people had with that was in a bunch of documents and reading like documents on the king, they're like he was beloved. Like he was not
That doesn't
hated.
mean he wasn't a Templar, just means he was a good one.
Yeah, but I think like the issue is it was because of how the Templar ideals what were.
Yeah, no, I kind of get it.
Leonardo.
Ezio, so good to see you. How can I help you?
Haha! You found another one. How exciting!
This goes down here. I take that over there and blend it with. I've got it.
He's getting faster at that.
Yep. And I know I could have held off until like the next sequence because
There was no reason not to.
Yeah.
You were right there.
I just love the fact that we're now glitched with this thing above our head right now.
Yeah, no, I've been debating whether or not I should ask what the hell is going on with that.
It's because we started that because we had enemies after us and the cutscene started, the game's kind of confused with what the hell it's supposed to do.
Gotta love that.
Hello, Rosa.
Desolato, mia cara, but I am not here to play.
Hmm.
I must speak with
So you know
Antonio.
who's a character that we get to see more of in um Brotherhood and Revelations that's just a blast to be able to beat up again.
Ezio, is everything all right?
Who?
Remember Duccio?
And the Barbarigo are in league with the one that
Or
got the
Duccio?
Spanish. They're going to murder the Borgias.
First off, thank you for calling him that.
I mean that's
Second off,
Entire fleet
that,
in the
that's
grass.
basically his name.
Call me a criminal.
I can imagine that being his name to the fandom.
Grazie.
But you remember who he is?
Ezio.
Vaguely, isn't he the piece of crap that we were beating up at the beginning of Ezio's gameplay?
Yes.
Nothing is impenetrable.
Yeah, him. I remember him.
We we get to beam up again in Brotherhood, and I'm going to.
We'll come up with a plan.
You're going to enjoy it.
Yeah, technically it's part of the DLC, like in Brotherhood we get like a Da Vinci DLC where we have to recover some of Da Vinci's paintings.
Follow my lead.
Right.
Um,
Naturally, either the first or last one is going to be the Mona Lisa.
actually no.
Oh yeah, that's right. It hasn't been made yet. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah. But we do get to see it as Da
I was
Vinci.
wondering if going through that cutscene would make the glitch disappear.
Same. But it's okay. I'm okay with this.
Yeah, no, I don't mind it. I was just purely curious.
Now, if it was like 15, then yeah, I'd be like, let's see about fixing this.
Yeah.
While we work to save
I mean, we could always just go with tried and true.
see it from every angle.
Turn the game on and off again, off and on.
I know
Yeah.
the tall campanile behind the palazzo. Or we might find a way to climb the back of the basilica. Do you have any ideas? I assume the front door is out. Va bene.
I know.
Try the front door as well, Saputello.
I saw a couple interesting things.
Let's do it.
Was it the? Ah, no. I remember a while ago I watched someone made like a full like family tree timeline,
Time to murder the
or
dog
like
before
full
we-
in quotation marks for Desmond.
Fall in.
Uh huh.
So it's I think Altair is on Desmond's dad's side of the family, while Ezio is on his mom's side of the family.
Interesting.
But then we know we got um Edward, Hatham, and Connor. Since I will say I did find that kind of interesting.
Edward is in Fenway?
Yeah. Edward
Huh,
can
go figure.
Yeah, so Edward Kenway after Black Flags has a second child, which is Hatham.
Hmm.
Edward trains Hatham out to be an assassin, but Hatham becomes disillusioned by the Creed and agrees with the Templars.
Hmm.
Um, so like I think like that's the only instance where we actually get to see like three generations kind of back to back. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And we have to wait for him before we can move forward.
Do a flip.
I will say probably I think the spin-off games we won't be playing.
I see no reason to.
Um unless they have like very vital information about um
Like the story,
yeah,
like the overarching story.
yeah, like the present day story, because I know Rogue is important. Well, no, Rogue's not even a spin-off. Rogue is its own game.
I was about to say, I don't think Rogue is a spin-off, but I could be wrong.
No, it's one that's a spin-off is the one where you play as the black female assassin who is a free slave.
I don't know that one.
If you have AC3, the Colonial Pack.
I do not.
Okay.
I have Black Flag, I have Rogue, I have one. That's what I got.
Yeah. I forget her name. Like after I played 3 like years ago, I started on on her spin-off game, and then I just kind of put it down because I did not like the map.
Hmm.
And by like not liking the map, I did not like how the map was set up. I was like, I can't read this map. Even with the
Yeah.
synchronization points, I was like, I can't read this. I can't.
Let's go.
Like I might play it as a one-off thing, but to my knowledge, it has like no bearing on the actual like story itself.
Where are you going now?
To see
Yeah.
my friend Leonardo.
Are you ready for the fun the fun mission?
Let's do it.
And like this one is actually kind of fun. I hate its counterpart mission in Brotherhood though.
So I have heard.
Yeah. I did finally get that 100% synchro on it though.
Yay!
I just it
Sing
was just
for Shulkan.
it was just pain. But I know the strategy for it, so yeah. this way. So on your end, have you had any seen any new news?
Honestly, everything's just kind of blowing up about Sparking Zero, and
What are you
that's something that I will discover on
really fly?
whatever whatever day that the game finally decides to release full.
Idea. It's not ready yet.
I think it's
Have you
like
tried it? No.
sometime in November. Like I think it was like November.
No, isn't it supposed to be October 11th?
Leonardo, I think you just found your
Maybe.
madman.
I might just be getting dates mixed up because there were a bunch of games that are coming out in November.
Yeah, hang on. Give me a second. I can get the answer.
How does she work? Have you ever watched a bird in flight?
Hey, look, the flying machine.
Be lighter than air.
Yeah.
It's about grace and balance.
Yeah, October 10, my bad. So,
Weight to
2 days from now.
elevation and direction.
yeah. Thanks for dating the video.
I always do that. It gives people good ideas of like how long in the past I re-recorded these.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, this is a cool thing.
Why am I
There's just
crashing?
one major
This
issue.
is ridiculous. The palazzo's too far away.
We can't
Diavolo, I give up. I'm gonna end up killing myself before I ever kill another Templar.
Okay, let's get a safe landing. Okay.
I can't believe it. It worked. It really worked. You flew, Ezio. You flew. See, but not very far. Well, what were you expecting? The machine wasn't designed for distance. All right, look. Let me go over my plans here. Maybe I can find some way to extend the duration of the flight.
Ezio, my men tell me Carlo has the poison. We must hurry.
Antonio, this is Leonardo, the master inventor who built these pezzo di merda. Hey, it's not the machine's fault. It's mine. Checked and rechecked my blueprints. It's just impossible. Don't know how to extend the flight. Ah, che idea del cazzo!
Idea sparking.
Of course! Genio!
What is he doing now?
Heat rises. It needs fire. Heated air under its wings will lift the machine. Leonardo, what good is one fire going to do? Not one fire, Ezio. A dozen, built all across the city. Enough to carry you from here all the way to the Palazzo Ducale.
How? Ah, capisco. My men could do that, but you are forgetting about the guards.
Don't worry. I will take care of them.
I'll give the order to have my men moving behind you and hold the locations. They'll light them all up the second the sun goes down over San Marco.
This is a pretty cool plan, I'm not gonna lie.
Yep. Hey, because this is a back-to-back type of thing.
Yeah.
Let's but lucky for us. Easy kills.
Yup.
Here's a question.
I'm listening.
So, though I know that there have been leaks going online around ZA, I haven't seen any leaks besides like one possible starter. I don't know how true the leaks will be for that starter, but
I mean, we may as well hear it.
I'm hearing like we might get
Because like when it comes to this particular game, like we know that none of the starters are going to be something we've never seen before. They're going to be pre-existing starters.
Well, yeah.
So I don't mind hearing what we've gotten, what we're and what we think we're getting.
So I saw like I was thinking it would be Snivy, and there's a leak that's going around where it's like, oh yeah, there's a good chance that the that one of the starters will be Snivy. I'm like, okay, I'm actually okay with that because of the
Yeah, yeah.
of the Unova, though I like Samurott the most.
Get away from
Um,
here. Through many years and many shits like
I'm okay with Snivy being the next one, because truth be told, I didn't like the fact that they made Tepig bipedal. I kind of dislike that trope at this point of let's take a quadruped starter and make it a biped.
I don't know. I personally don't have a problem with that kind of thing, but it's a to each his own situation.
I think it's also just because I want to see a actually get a cat on staying on all fours. Because both cat starters that we've gotten go from being on all fours to
Vincenzo was supposed to take my shift an hour ago. My wife is
whatchamacallit. Ow.
Wait for a flip. Now,
Actually, it's push some down. One is down.
I can't see him anymore.
Gotta love it when they just jump you.
Yeah.
But what starters do you want to see?
Um.
Because
I mean,
if Snivy is the grass starter,
then there's still water and fire.
yeah. So who would you want to see as Water or Fire? I think it's safe to say that that we are not going to get Squirtle, Bulbasaur, or Charizard as options since
Charmander.
Charmander. Did I say Charizard?
Yes.
Same difference.
Have a fully evolved Charizard as your very first Pokemon.
Well, you know what I mean with that.
I know it. I do know what you mean, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to give you crap for it. Anyways,
But yeah,
I mean, I know you said that. I know what you just said, but like I'm a sim for Squirtle, so if they make him an option, I'm taking him.
yeah.
Um,
But I think like the only reason why I'm saying like they won't be the
they're too
starters.
iconic.
Well, yeah, but they won't be the starters is because they already have Mega Evolutions.
Yeah. Although it could be an excellent way to like introduce Mega Evolutions by using your starter Pokemon.
Yeah.
Just an idea. But regardless, honestly, if the starters are all going to be given Megas, I want to see a Mega Infernape. That's what I want to see.
I was kind of thinking that because I was thinking let's do a
Like I can imagine Mega Infernape being on like just like being on like a giant flying fireball, you know, since his design is so very Journey to the West Son Goku.
yeah. Because I know for what do you call it? Like the other option that I was thinking that they would do is we know Blaziken has a Mega Evolution.
Yup.
We know that oh god, only 2 stars have Mega Evolutions. Or like 2 regional starters.
No, 3 of them. Blaziken, Swampert, Sceptile. They all have Megas.
Well, no, I mean like the Cantonian starters and the Hoenn starters.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah, true. Well, to be fair, Megas uh, were kind of a fad because Game Freak doesn't seem to understand that they can change the Pokedex entries on the Mega Evolution so that they are not incredibly abusive towards the Pokemon.
I think it was also like it's hard to come up with designs because like
Yeah, but then
Mega,
you make the same argument about making up designs for entirely new Pokemon.
yeah,
So it's like both have a point, but it's like if the biggest problem are the complaints about the Pokedex entries, change the frickin' Dex entries. I don't know if you guys know this, but you created the games. You have the right to change it whenever you please.
yeah,
And here's another thing: if you don't like the Dex entries, don't acknowledge them. Make your own. Just have a headcanon. That's what I do. Like for me, my headcanon with Mega Evolutions is basically just a Pokemon's version of Super Saiyan. Kind of literally in the case of certain Pokemon like Mewtwo and Lucario. You know?
yeah.
Nice. Good aim.
Yeah, that's one thing I dislike about the throwing knives. They don't scale well in this game.
Yeah.
Cause like they become like completely useless basically at this point since ooh, like they're not a good stealth option.
Like they're kind of good um for like causing a disturbance.
Yeah.
Also, just his leg.
Let's
Throw it on the ground. There you go. Terrify some random people. Look at his leg. Look at his leg.
I should not be near that body at all.
No, it's like I think they went that way, officer.
Doctor. Ow.
Well,
Sir,
he just asked you to kill him.
It wasn't me, sir. Ow, sir, it wasn't me. Sir, I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
If it was me, would I have these? Immediately draws hidden blades.
Okay, let's buy more medicine. And let's just kind of run away.
Bravely run away.
Oi, get back here.
I want your money.
Nah, I want to get my notoriety down.
I also want that.
All right. So in the next episode, it's actually the mission to yeah, next episode would be the mission to take out the whoever our target is here.
Yup.
And that'll be a fast, quote unquote fast mission.
Yeah.
So I'm probably say next episode we might do the assassination contract because I think there's only 2, maybe 3 in this area. But they should be relatively fast. Then we can do the proper assassination mission we have to do.
Yeah.
So with that, we're going to end off this episode here. Remember, like, comment, sub, do all that good stuff. Kohga, do you have any videos you want to shout out?
Not today. Just go to my channel and watch something. I don't care what.
Then I'll say, if you guys haven't already, you guys should watch our playthroughs of Digimon Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory. Since
Those have been a blast to do, like all around.
Yep, since I'm doing Hacker's Memory and Koga's doing Cyber Sleuth. So,
Yep.
Do all the good stuff on YouTube, and we'll see you guys next time.
Later, nerds.
Peace.